Hello everyone, just gonna do another video today looking ahead for the next week. Right now, again, the next week isn't really going to be that active, so I think this last video today is going to be good enough to cover. What you have is, right now, you have a little bit of a disturbance trying to develop here over the Great Lakes. You see this piece of energy here. This piece of energy is going to swing east-northeast. As you can see, you have a little bit of a low pressure area there right outside the high pressure that's trying to dominate. That's going to kind of disintegrate as it moves east, but this disturbance is still going to be able to kick up just a couple of snow showers in the New England area tonight into early Wednesday. We might get a couple of flurries as well, but so watch. This is going to swing east. See? Now watch it. See that? Most of that wind energy is actually associated with high pressure that's going to be up here, but this wind energy here, it's still good enough to kick up some snow showers that's going to swing east. Okay, so if you look at your precipitation map, there is an area of very light flurries and snow showers. So if you just come back, watch the precipitation map. So that area of purple is going to move east along with the disturbance there. And then that's going to be off the coast, or it's not going to even be affecting us because there's not going to be any moisture associated with it at this point. So it's mainly going to be associated with high pressure, so this high pressure is then going to dominate, and it's going to keep that disturbance that was trying to form over here from becoming anything. So that disturbance, this wind energy here, is not going to be able to kick up any more than a couple of snow showers later tonight into early Wednesday across this area here. You might see very little accumulation here, but it's not going to be that big of a deal. Long Island, New York City, you're not going to see any accumulation. Just a couple of flurries at most. Alright, then you have, and also I just want to reiterate what our setup is going to be. I don't know what I did with the map, but, hold on. There we go. So this is still going to be your setup through about through tomorrow at least, but then you're going to get areas of high pressure developing over the south, number one. That's going to help push the jet stream back up north, and you're going to have a low pressure system that's also going to be moving up the coast, and along with that your jet stream is going to come back up north, and the cold air mass is going to, your warm air mass is going to follow that up the coast. So your cold temperatures that are going to be in this area today and tomorrow are going to be moving up gradually. Alright, so what's going to happen is this high pressure here that's dominating and it's rotating Arctic air into this entire area here. You're going to have cold Arctic air in this area for today, tomorrow, and maybe early Thursday, but mainly that would be in this area because it's going to be moving north. This is going to weaken and move east, and that's going to allow the jet stream to come back up north. Warm air is going to follow it. Not like extremely warm air, but warmer. So anyway, you have this short wave coming in to the Texas and Oklahoma area, and this is on Wednesday. Already right now there's precipitation associated with this, and that's moving. There's since it's going to be cold in this area, you're going to see some freezing precipitation, maybe some rain and snow in this area here. But generally, this is going to come here and it's going to strengthen a lot. So watch. This is what it looks like right now. Actually, I think this is a different disturbance. Hold on. I'm going to need to clarify that. Yeah, that's a different disturbance. Okay, my mistake. So currently, let me correct myself. You do have a different disturbance down here currently that's moving east. That's going to go right out to sea. Alright, that's not going to be a big deal, but you're going to get some like light wintry precipitation in this area. There were reports of freezing rain in Texas earlier today. Now what's going to happen is you're going to get another short wave develop in the jet stream over the southwest during the day on Wednesday. That is going to move east and south, and watch it strengthen here. See that? And by Thursday you have a storm developing along our boundary here between cold and warm air. So again, that's where you look for your storms to form, along boundaries between warm and cold air. So you're going to get a storm to form as this short wave moves through. All right, and it's going to continue to strengthen. Your center of low pressure is right about here. All right, and so look at all that energy. That's pretty strong. There's going to be a big swath of precipitation here. I think most of it's going to be rain, since the jet stream is going to be shifting back up north during this time. So I think anywhere from I'm going to go with Virginia on south, you're going to see rain with this, and I think North Carolina on south. So North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida, and maybe even eastern Tennessee and eastern, basically this general area here. I'm gonna circle with my mouse. Is gonna see rain. Heavy rain is gonna be probably in this area here from this system. I think you could see in excess of 1 to 2 inches with this system over in this area, maybe even more along the immediate coast here, because this is going to start to strengthen. So watch out for some rain in this area. And since it's been so cold, I don't think there's going to be any thunderstorms, because I don't think dynamics are going to be really that high. So there won't be any severe weather. There might be some thunderstorms, but most likely it's going to be a heavy rain event in this area. Okay, so just watch out there. You could see 1 to 2 inches of rain here, maybe up to 3. Probably not that much, but it's going to be a decent rainfall. Now, I had originally thought that this storm was going to move up the coast and possibly pose a threat for significant snow up here, but that is not the case. This storm is going to come in contact with a stream of winds that's going to be pushing east-northeast. We call that a confluence. And it's going to intersect with that confluence and be forced out to sea, because your jet stream's moving up, so those jet stream winds are going to be moving up as well, and they're going to be moving east-northeast and it's going to push that out to sea. And I'm going to show you that. So if you take a look. Alright, so on Thursday, this is kind of hard to see, but if you take a look, your storm system is right around here. Okay, so take a look at your winds. Your arrows are pointing up this way, so that's where your system's going to go, right? So that's during the day on Thursday, so it's going to be forced northeast, north-northeast. Now, if you come to Friday, If you come to Friday, you're still going to have northeasterly winds, but then look, you have what we call confluence. You have winds coming down from here, and then winds coming up from here, and they're going to converge into a zone of winds that's going to be really strong. That's going to be pushing east-northeast. So when your low comes up the coast here, it's going to continue to go in this direction, and then it's going to start going that way, because it's going to come in contact with this area of what we call confluence. When you have strong winds coming from one direction and coming from another direction, and they sort of, it's different than convergent, but they sort of combine into one stream of stronger winds, so that any system that comes up here is going to be forced that way. So with that in mind, watch what the GFS does with the system. So here it is, your wind. So watch, it's going to try to come up, and it's just, it can't. It goes east. See that? It goes east. Alright, and if you look at your precipitation map, scrolling down there, watch that. So again, over the southeast, you can see you have all this precipitation here, and this low pressure is going to be pretty strong, so you will get some heavier rain, perhaps. And watch, it kind of moves up the coast, making it into Virginia, Maryland, southern New Jersey, and then it's off the coast. All the heavier precipitation is off the coast, and it looks like some light precipitation might brush us, but that'll be about it. Okay, and then you have another system up here on Saturday. You're going to have a cold front associated with this piece of energy here coming through over the north. This is another short wave. You're going to have a cold front coming in along that. This is our next system coming in through Saturday night. However, there's not going to be a lot of moisture associated with that either. So that's going to kind of move through. And that's going to move through. And then your cold front is going to stall out here. Okay? And again, I just want to show you the precipitation map. So this is the area of precipitation we're watching for Saturday night and Sunday. and it kind of stays to the north. It kind of disintegrates. And then on Sunday you have another short wave that's going to be coming through, and again the models aren't really showing anything with it. It just looks like it's going to be, you know, a very light event, if at all. I don't even see an area of low pressure with that. That's too far. Here we go. We were right here. So that short wave on the left there is going to be coming through, and I don't even really see anything associated with it. Just look at that light area of purples. You might get an additional area of snow showers or flurries. That's a really potent short wave, but you know, the cold front will be moving off at that point. It doesn't look like it's going to be anything that bad. Alright. The European and the GFS both suggest an area of low pressure developing off the coast along with that short wave, but I think by the time that happens, most of the precipitation will be off the coast. So that's what's going to happen there. So then, after that moves off the coast, you're going to have high pressure develop over here, and it's not going to be up here. So I think this is how it's going to happen. I think you're going to get some of the warmer air moving up the coast because your high pressure is on the southern side rather than up here, so it's not going to be rotating in that Arctic air. So you're going to have temperatures probably in the 30s and the 40s. But that'll be about it. Not warmer than that, but not extremely cold. Then, so you're going to be dry Monday and Tuesday, and then Tuesday night into Wednesday, I'm watching another system. If you come over here, this is Monday. So you see, this is on Monday, you have the high pressures over here dominating, so it'll be dry. Then, as you move east, you see this piece of energy right here? Alright, that's going to come east, and I believe your jet stream is going to be up here. So this piece of energy is going to be, it's going to try to form a storm along the jet stream and along that boundary because there's still going to be cold air up here. So still going to be a general boundary between warm and cold air up here. So a storm is going to try to form, and lo and behold, you have low pressure. So let's see what happens. Alright, your low moves east. Watch it. It's this one right here. Okay, and then there's your piece of wind energy right there. And that's going to move east. Okay, and it gets a little stronger, and it generally stays to the north. The GFS takes it that way. Okay, and if you look at the bottom, you see there's an area of, it looks like lighter precipitation. So what I'm seeing here is, number one, it looks like it's going to be more of a cold front that's going to be associated with this. So, again, after this, we might get another shot of Arctic air, like midweek to later next week, so that's a possibility. Because you also have high pressure up there. Oops, I'm sorry. So, but to me, this looks like more of a clipper system. Clipper systems generally start over here, and again, so you saw it came from here, and then it's coming across like that. That's what we call an Alberta clipper. And those generally have light precipitation. Now, that's what this model is showing. In the next video, the European shows something different.